And for 1 solid year, while my wife was alive, that was all I listened to. Whenever I listened to music, it was Vicious Delicious by Infected Mushroom.
Well, howdy, finally senior citizen here, and I'm ready to crack some skulls.
Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, our brand new day. Yes, indeed, wherein the leak in the ceiling that was dripping down below into the living room has finally stopped. Yay, that's a good thing. So hopefully it's drying out in there. My breathing is terrible when I come back from walkies and I come into the house, so there's probably we're filled with mycotoxins. I talked with my housemates today. They have no idea what's going on. Nobody's ever talking to them. There's no communications at all from the people that should be communicating with us. We have no idea what's going on. They're ready to come back. Only if they do come back, they have no bathtub or shower in their master bath. So I don't know what's going to happen. And I have therapy today. And oy vey. Life is fun. And of course, front loading of videos. Hey, if you could toss me a like, that'd be cool. If you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be awesome. If you could leave me a comment, that would be very, very cool. And of course, I'd like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These literally beautiful and literally awesome people who are literally beautiful and literally awesome. If it weren't for these people, I would be hosed like a literal Christmas monkey. And I don't want to be hosed like a Christmas monkey. That's no way to be hosed. My pets and myself thank these people for helping to keep us alive. It is a very good thing. If you'd like to help keep me alive, there are links to the Patreon in the video description. If you'd like to help me out without sending money through the Patreon, there's a PayPal. If you'd like to help me out without sending money through the PayPal, there's an Amazon wishlist link with stuff like cat food on it. And hey, front loading of videos over. Thumbs up for that. Oy vey. It started off gray and chill yesterday, and by the evening time I went out walkies in like this because it was sunny and bright, and it's a bright sunny day. Oh, I think it's gonna be warm. I haven't checked the forecast, but oi, I'm already overly warm. And I've had the fan on out in the hallway with the door open, and I had this fan on, and now with everything turned off, I'm getting too warm. Oh boy. And of course, I have therapy today, so that's a little bit more than an hour, which means the video will be posted right around 10 o'clock or 10:30 or something like that. Yay. So, got stuff to do. My mind is all in a mess. I haven't been able to make many of the phone calls that I've wanted to. Excuse me. Wait, hey. I did call Social Security again yesterday. No answers yet, so don't know what's happening there, but at least I'm making some phone calls. But I have not been able to call the Veterans Administration about their homelessness stuff, nor have I been able to contact other agencies. But at least I'm trying. I'm working on it. I'm doing my best. Oh, executive dysfunction is no fun. Thumbs up for that. But yeah, I have therapy today, and that'll be good. So I'll be able to talk about stuff, and yay. I have not been doing much at all, and I don't like that. When I was taking Ritalin, I was very, very active, of course. Since then, I haven't been able to get myself together again. No matter what I do, I am like maybe here, and it's not getting any better. I am disorganized. I forget all the stuff. It's just Straterra, even the way I'm doing it. I mean, it's better than nothing at all, but only just barely. So yeah, I got paperwork I got to fill out online before my next appointment with my med manager, so I can tell her that Straterra just ain't working. So I got to try Wellbutrin on my next appointment. Life is life. Life is life. Yeah. Past that though, like I say, I'm still trying to do stuff, but haven't been able to play as many games as I would like. Have been replaying some parts of Postal Brain Damage. Can't get past there's a Rona virus you gotta battle. Have been able to get past that, and some of the difficulty levels are way too tough even for me, so it's fun, and I've been enjoying it quite a bit. Hopefully they're gonna keep updating their Postal 4 No Regrets, so that I can play that more. I can play it, sort of. My system is not great, and so in its unoptimized state, a lot of people complain about getting, 30 frames per second when they could be getting 60 in their games. Or it's like, oh, I'm used to 120 frames per second. Going down to 50 is just awful. I can play Postal for no regrets at about 15 frames per second on a good day right now because they're trying to optimize it. And it used to crash periodically. The latest hot fixes, I can't even play it. It just crashes so much. But hopefully they'll get that fixed. Yay. So I've been trying to play games. I have been playing some Grim Dawn, and that's good. I've been listening to music. Again, primarily it's still the Strafe soundtrack. I am in love with the Strafe soundtrack. Usually I don't fixate too hard on any one type, genre, or band. There was a time with the group Infected Mushroom, who came out with the album Vicious Delicious. And for one solid year while my wife was alive, that was all I listened to. Whenever I listened to music, it was Vicious Delicious by Infected Mushroom. Oh, that's still an excellent album. But right now, it's the Strafe soundtrack that I have been fixated on for maybe coming up on a year. If I need to get stuff done and it's not something I need to pay attention to, I pop on the Strafe soundtrack. Unfortunately, that works too well, so that when I'm out on walkies, I frequently will be thinking of stuff, and then a portion of a song from one of the soundtrack parts comes on, and then everything that I'm thinking about, I have to fight and struggle to recover because I've forgotten it because I'm thinking about the Strafe soundtrack and playing that in my head. Yay. So that's good. I mean, at least I'm listening to music. I'm trying to do things. I'm doing physical stuff. I change these things every single day, and that's good. I haven't been extra cleaning up, and I've been trying to maintain everything at a level that normally, you clean up periodically. Trying to keep yourself at this point is tough when normally as human beings we'll go, okay, I can get it here, and then you immediately start doing this down back to where you are at normal. Trying to stay up here because we don't know what's going on is tough. So, yay on that. Ooh, itchy, itchy, itchy. And of course, no matter how cool it is during the night times, it's still too hot. I have a fan in the window. I have a fan at the foot of my bed. I have a fan by the side of my bed blowing on me. I have only a sheet that I am keeping on top of me. And that's almost too warm. Oh, so joy on that. Yay. Past that though, still just trying to survive. Thinking about as creative stuff as I can when I'm out on my walkies. And I'm still, for whatever reason, walking from my home to Walmart and back. Southern Shelton to Northern Shelton, back to Southern Shelton. It's a 6-mile trip, and it's tough, but I've been doing it. And I'm not quite sure why, whether it's just needed a break, needed a change, because as much as I am a creature of habit and routine because of my neuro conditions, I also periodically need a break in some stuff. I like to eat the same food every single day. My wife could not. If we had spaghetti on Monday night, she would not want to have spaghetti for another week at the very minimum. Whereas I can eat that spaghetti on Monday, have spaghetti for lunch, and then spaghetti the next day, and then the next day, and the next day until it's gone. Then I need something else to eat. I can eat the exact same thing for about a week. There are other people with deeper neurological issues that have deeper issues with foods. I remember watching, I think it was a Chubby Emu video on this one fellow who all he ever ate was macaroni and cheese. And it had to be a specific type, and it was of a specific brand. Because any other taste, any other texture, any other feel, he just couldn't do it. He could not do it. And so that's all he ate, macaroni and cheese. But he exercised and he took supplements and was perfectly healthy. So as long as you're careful, you can do it. I have issues with some textures. I put peas in with a mixture of mashed potatoes and chili and cheese. Those hard, round little nobules of peas inside of it, the texture just made me ill. I couldn't even eat it. Oh, it was awful. But while I need habit and routine, I still also, as a human being, periodically need change-ups. So yeah, I can't eat the same thing constantly, but I am more than happy to eat the same thing every single day, every single meal for a week before I get bored. Which is why here, periodically, I'll change up the front of my videos or I'll change stuff around. I need that habit and routine of things being roughly the same, but I also do get bored, so I gotta change it around. So, thumbs up. I know I'm not saying anything really intelligent on this. I'm just speaking how my brain works. And hopefully that's not too horrific and boring. I can't help being horrific and boring. Thank you for watching, and especially if you've watched this far, thank you much. I know as human beings, we are all horrific and boring. I mean, even the most interesting of us are not interesting all the time. They just have periodic points of interest. So thumbs up on that. Still though, I have been trying to be as creative as possible, especially when I'm out on walkies. I've been recontextualizing a whole bunch of stuff. I've been putting things in order. There was a big thing about the Razor's Edge that I had come with a revelation of last night that I can't exactly remember. Hopefully this is the type that I just gotta keep peeling off the layers of tape and then I'll be able to remember. One of the things that I wish I could remember is I had come up with a revelation to bring in another town. Because I have this one town in the Razor's Edge thing that I've been wanting to bring up, but not quite sure how. Because the sheriff of Tonasket Valley, the fellow who gets zapped with this energy at the beginning of the tale and ends up slowing down about 6 months into it to the point that he's gone. I mean, he spends, once it really speeds up and people just go, uh-oh, he's stopped. It takes the sheriff to experience 4 seconds of his end of life. It takes about almost 2 billion years to the rest of the world. So it's sad. But there's another reason I wanted to bring up the village that he comes from, because in the center of the Razor's Edge, of course, there is Apple Rock, which that's just the one layer of the whole Razor's Edge, but it's the one I write about. The center is Apple Rock. It is a 1,000-mile circumference circle that is roughly Apple Rock. Past that is just things and places that nobody's really gone and examined that much, but in the 1,000-kilometer circumference of this circle, that is roughly the area I talk about, with a lozenge over here of arrival for doors to the outside, and then a lozenge of door over here where you go to the crossroads to get to the inside. About 700 kilometers past that door to the crossroads is a little town of Achwalach. And it's a tiny little place, and that's where the sheriff comes from. Where, even though it's like 1,200 kilometers away from the Razor's Edge, from the Apple Rock, it is still, they've heard of it, even though it's on the very, very fringes. And there's trade, and in time, the sheriff from, well, who wasn't the sheriff then, as a young person, just hitches and works their way inward until they make it to civilization. And then end up, after going to the community college in Apple Rock, becomes the sheriff in Tonasket Valley. There's another thing that happened that I'm hoping I can remember even parts of, where the little place of Achwalach becomes more important, and it tied things together again. So hopefully I can remember that, and that would be good. That would be good. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank however many people have left me a comment in the past 24 hours. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. And even though I count in American Sign Language, well. So let me call up my Chrome, because we have JAYY, thumbs up, thank you very much, and good to see you in the comments. Kryptonite, thank you very, very much, and it's good to see you in the comments as well. Very good thing. Not Kuro, thumbs up, and yeah, I still got issues with all sorts of games. My ADHD does not make things fun. But LOWCO5, thumbs up, thank you very, very much. And hey, Argentina, thumbs up, good to see you. We have Kenpachi Ramasama, thumbs up, thank you very, very much. We have Hanger 1800, thumbs up and thank you much. And it is actually a good idea the way they did that. Restless Boy with 3 Ys, thumbs up and thank you. Electric Demon, the best kind of demon, thumbs up and thank you. Adrian, greatly appreciate and thank you very, very much for the tips and hints. I needed that help. We have Ethan, thumbs up and thank you, and I'm glad that I can help in any way, shape, or form. Favel, always good to see you in the comments. I don't know how to pronounce it, so RUBEUS Hog, thumbs up, and I will check that out. Greatly appreciate and good to see you. Excuse me. Apollo R6, thumbs up, and I hope that I hope that helps with my reply. We have Ben B, greatly appreciated and thank you very much. Good to see you in the comments. Bluvius, thumbs up and thank you. Keyboard Stalker, greatly appreciated and thank you for the advice. We have AYVASOVSKLY, thumbs up, thank you much. And Jesse Koskinen, good to see you in the comments, my friend. Ice Damon, thumbs up and thank you. And that is it. 19 people who left me comments in the past 24 hours to get me out of my head and into the world and dealing with real people. Thumbs up and thank you much. Yay! So I'm going to try and get done the stuff I got to get done, but it being therapy day today, that always drags stuff up and it makes it harder. I also need to record something, so it's going to be a fun day. So hopefully you can get done the things that you need to get done. Don't beat yourself up if you can't. All that does is hurt you, and it doesn't help things. And of course, with the Cafefe bug raging and all sorts of other things out there that can take you out of the game early, be smart, be appropriately cautious, take the precautions that are appropriate and smart for your area. Do not toss your body onto the end-of-life corpse pile before you need to. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and I do think that is a very good idea.